Mm. Oh Lord. I don't know if my internet gonna work. Forgot Brooklyn used 90% of it. Hello, everyone. Can y'all see me? Oh shoot. Hey, Cammy. How are you? My mom's on the phone, so let me know if y'all can hear her. Hello, everybody. She'll say hey.
Hey.
Can y'all hear her?
Sorry I couldn't be in person.
She said sorry. She said, hey, mama.
Hey,
that sounded like a baby, though. So, as you all know, my mom had COVID. She's doing better. And she wanted to come say hello.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. Got a little ways to go, but overall, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Mm-hmm. So she doing way better. She says she got this ticking noise or a noise that she do.
It sounds like a hiccup. Sounds like a hiccup, but it's not. That's the only thing. But I'd rather deal with that than be gone.
Right. I'd rather you deal with that than be gone too.
It don't hurt or nothing.
Yes, he is good. And it's freezing, so I don't know if y'all hear me or not. Okay, there we go. So everybody, so my mom had COVID, but she's doing better. So I have her with me for story time because she haven't been here in a while. So she wanted to come and say hi to everybody, and we also her experience with when it's going through parole and being at this point of 6 months remaining, and just get her a little advice. I know I did a video earlier. We still have no answer, no letter. So I'm kind of going cuckoo in the head, but I'm trying to fill my days with something positive to keep me going and keep my mind off of it. So I wanted to get my mom's opinion on what to do in this time. Like, what did she do when my dad was coming home? So that is what I wanted to talk to her about. So, Shell, do you have?
I was just getting ready, getting ready for him, buying clothes, buying shoes, just saving up, because we did a lot of things, when he came home. Everything I set out to do, it came to pass. And you just got to be patient. It's hard. I know it's hard to say that, but
it's so hard.
Huh?
It's so hard because
yeah.
But let me tell you, as a child, I didn't see her do none of this. We didn't see nothing. That's why when she's saying this, I'm like, I never seen her flinch, or I never seen her bring clothes. I never seen her go shopping. We just seen my dad home again. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big difference sitting in this seat from when I was a child. You don't know like the everything that leads up to them coming home. So this is my first time and only, put that out there, that I
I couldn't do it again either.
Yeah, see, she said she couldn't do it again either. But being a child and looking at my mom go through this. You know, when you a child, shoot, we only want to go with our friends. Shoot, we was like, by the time we hit 16, we was like, Deuce,
Yes.
mom, this is your issue. We out. We'll see him when he get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think we was like, what, Shell? Like, I say 16 when we was like, you know what? We had enough of going up there.
Really tell the truth, like 14, 15.
Yeah, like 14,
Y'all had
15.
summer jobs. Y'all had y'all friends. Y'all went skating. I used to have to take do stuff with y'all to occupy y'all, and plus go see him and do him and work. So I was like a super mom for real. Cause I would take y'all skating and spend time with y'all. Cause at first I wasn't doing that.
Nope, she was
No,
like, I can say,
all
like, I
about
think I
him
would.
and work.
Yeah, she buried herself in work to get by. I feel like, but she knew she had to do it.
Job.
Like,
Yeah.
and then we just started venturing off. And like I said, it was one time we went to see my dad and was like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. This is boring.
Yeah. As y'all got up, y'all used to like doing it.
We used to like going, and then we ended up wanting to go because we didn't want to go to school.
Yeah.
So it went for us wanting to go to it's an excuse not to go to school.
And then I had to make y'all go, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna make them go.
Yeah. She said, how often did your mom take you guys to see your dad? Every Tuesday. Faithfully. Yeah. Every Tuesday.
Until I started making them go, and then I was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that to them because they got lives too. Your kids have lives too. Always remember that. I had to learn that my kids have lives too, because I wasn't doing nothing with them.
And I'm gonna be honest. Yes, we had lives, but and it's what I'm going through too. Like, I think it get intense where they, it was a lot of arguing. I'm being honest. And we couldn't see that no more. And I'm experienced that too, because me and my husband is intense because we going through something, but we come together now. But I wouldn't dare have my daughter come up if we was arguing and stuff like this. Like, I think for the month of December, it was bad because my mom was sick and he wanted to be here. Then we was facing parole, and glory be to God that
really you had a lot on your mind.
Yeah, I had a lot on my mind. So I feel like me looking back at it now, I understand. But when we was a kid, we didn't understand why it was a lot of bickering. So we was like, you know what, I can't take this. Like,
but but to me, you and John bickering,
it ain't nothing.
I feel like it's not nothing real serious. Yeah. It's normal to me. But me and your father, me and his Sonny's, like, it wasn't really me. It was him, the not knowing
what she's doing and accusing her, cheating, and it was horrible. When we know all she would do is go to work. Never once we seen a man at all. At all.
Nope.
And then when
I buried myself. I even buried myself from y'all to but actually he the one was like, start doing something with them. And I was like, when I was driving home, sometimes it wasn't all bickering. Sometimes he will give me some wisdom. God will talk to him. And I'll tell him everything about what y'all doing. And then I told him I was been working and coming up there and not spending time. Actually, he's seen one of y'all faces. And he was like, you need to start spending time with them. And when I leave there, I always the good of what he's saying and think about it. And I was like, dang.
True.
I'm not spending time with my kids. Like they had everything.
We had, when I tell you,
me.
this was something that we had everything. Like, we didn't go without. But what we didn't have is her.
Right.
And then, like, when we would go out to eat and we'd make one mistake, I remember hers, like, because she was like, why he have me take y'all out? And that really pierced, like, oh, you ain't doing this on your own. You doing this because he said do it. But now that I'm in the shoes, I be like, man, she had a lot to carry. I got one child. Like, she had 4, and she was taking care of my dad and my uncle. And it was, and my cousins. Like, she was supporting everybody. I can't imagine the load that was on her shoulders. So as a kid, we don't know, you know what I'm saying? Because she carried her own.
All y'all know is y'all was missing something.
Yeah.
And that was me. Because y'all was spoiled, all 4 of y'all. Y'all lay in bed with me. And then, you know, I had to come to grips. And then after I came to grips, I really started having fun. We would let out balloons, go to the arcade I take y'all out to eat.
Girl.
So I really started having fun with y'all and started letting, and then
she is. I don't even know. Let me tell y'all, and I'm a brag on her for a second. My dad is one interesting piece. I'm just gonna put this. He is a character in himself. So so I'm gonna tell you what Cammie said, Shell, first, but I'm gonna go into this because my dad is an interesting little country bumpkin. And Cammie said being in prison makes them doubt I'm having the same problems right now. It's so frustrating. Then she said, I just wonder how your mom managed to do all that on her own. She is such a superwoman. And I want to just, for the whole, I think my dad, I remember, y'all, I vaguely remember the time when my dad left. I remember like pieces because I was like 5. I remember pieces because my mom, she sheltered us from it. She never once said anything bad about my dad. She always said, oh, he was taking care of y'all. He was doing, you know, we really looked up to him like, dang, you ain't here because of us. You know what I'm saying? You was providing. And whatever the case was. He was. But let me tell you, when he came home, we did not know him. That's one thing. Remember the 5-year-old to a 20-year-old. The 20-year-old is looking for the 5-year-old dad. Because that's all she remember. So I'm just telling you my experience. And when the dad come home, all he sees is the 20-year-old. Like, y'all grown. What's up? I'm like, I want to jump in my daddy's arms, you know what I'm saying? Be a kid, you know. But he like, y'all grown, what's up? You know. And then my mama sheltered us so much. My dad get home and I see her having fun, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who is this lady?
I let it all out the bag.
Let me tell y'all, it was so shocking. I was like, no, you're not. I said, put it down now. She was having fun, but it was good to see. Like, back then, I'm like, you're changing. No, you cannot. And then we end up having fun, but it took a moment. Man, he was weird. I'm sorry. My dad came home back in, like, he left in the 90s. He left in the 90s and came back in the 90s.
Came back in the 90s.
Yo, the way he dressed and everything, like he shined up them shoes, them little combat boots. He had the little old school shirts. And he thought he was stepping. Yo, I was like, this man is not coming around my friends. I was like, y'all, this is my father. And he had the old 90s outfit.
No, tell about the time I got drunk and called you when you was pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Walking downtown. April, come and
Y'all,
get me
she
right
was
now.
living. Like, and I was like, am I the mother or are you the mother right now? And then she's like, I don't care. Come get me. He was not, girl. He moved up eventually, but them combat shiny boots. And he had one pan legs up and one down. And I'm like, who do this? Yes, officer. And then he had this leather jacket. Like, yes, I guess it was some serious happening. He was like, what's going on with my son? And I was like, you do not look serious talking in that outfit. Like, these boots were so shiny. It was crazy.
Crystal stayed on them.
Oh my goodness. And then he is so, my dad, he was doing some crazy stuff, y'all. Like, I was like, and then when he got out, it was sad because we didn't know him.
Y'all had to get to know him all over again.
Yeah. But I feel good that my daughter knows and he's out.
Her question, what did she say? What did she want Peter to ask? Answer.
How did you manage to do all that on your own?
Tell her that
she can't hear you.
Oh, one thing you must do, if you talk to him, go see him, wherever, especially if y'all arguing or bickering, leave that right there. Don't carry it over into your life. Because most of the time, when they get out, they're not going to remember it. They're going to have amnesia. You're going to remember it, but they're not. Sonny didn't remember nothing. I was like, oh, did you remember this? Oh, you acted. He didn't remember it. I don't know what it is, but he didn't remember. Just like John doing with you. He going to do it with you. He going to act totally different. It's because out of sight, out of mind. And when John come home, it's going to be totally different. That's why I keep telling you to hang in there.
Yeah, but I feel like with me and John is different because we had like a short time. Like my mom now was together from 16. She had him from 16. So me 17. And 17. So she been with my father since she was 17 years old. And me and John was only together 3 months. So we had to learn each other through separation.
Mm-hmm.
So that plays a big part because we had to learn each other apart. And you can't really do that. I think we did pretty good.
I think y'all did
I think we did pretty good because
the love there. The love is there.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say the love not there, but it's still like this is my thing. I want to
April, I don't know if you know this or not, but I think back then John kind of knew you more than you knew him. If you get what I'm saying.
And you can say that, but going through like the years, he found out a lot that he really didn't know. And he like this is I can say that But what I wanted to do is for him to open up. And I feel like he opened up a lot more through
Yes.
this time
Yes, he
because
did.
he couldn't open up with me when we was together them 3 months. It was like he didn't know how. So I kind of forced it out of him. Then I wanted him to take it back. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, all at once. But we learning each other.
You had the table.
We learning each other. You know what I'm saying? We learning what ticks and what not ticks.
Now, you grew.
I grew a lot.
And wiser. That part, he had to get to learn.
Yeah.
But April back then, he knew more of you than you knew of him. Because back then, you used to go out a lot. And he was there. He had Brooklyn a lot. He loved Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. She said, have you ever had people tell you not to wait or give up on him?
Tell her.
She can hear you.
Oh. No, and I'm going to tell you the reason why, probably the reason why.
She closed herself off. She didn't have friends. So go ahead. I said, you didn't have friends.
Oh, no, I didn't have
friends. She closed herself off. She was just at work, and she didn't really talk about it.
I didn't talk about it. I just worked 2 jobs. I worked hard, took care of the home, and I'm going to tell you what I did. I closed myself off from the outside world.
Which we all do.
Which even from my own family.
Yep. And that's one thing that I did in the beginning is close myself off from the whole world. And I was doing this by myself. And it was one of the hard, I actually, like, I'm gonna tell you, and I think this ain't gonna be the first time my mom hearing it pieces of it. But I actually felt like being a kid and being so close to my mom, like I was like the second mother of the bunch. Like I felt all her pain back then. Like all her depression that she was going, it fell on me. And when she closed herself off in a room, I didn't know she was hurting like this until I was going through it now. And I was like,
you got poems that she wrote to me.
Like I wrote her poems.
I still have them.
And she still do got, I remember I used to write her letters and she couldn't take it. She couldn't take like,
I bust in that room like, April, what is wrong?
She would get mad at me because I didn't know how to talk to her because she was always like down. Like
I was a straightforward person. I am not today. I kind of calmed down.
She calmed down a lot, but Shell, you couldn't even help it because the intensity of what you was going through.
And I didn't know it.
And she didn't know it, but she was real mean. Like I remember writing her notes and she'd throw it at me. Like, or I remember I had like headaches. And she's like, what? The doctor said it's stress. And she's like, what are you stressed for?
I was like, what are you stressed about at this age?
Like, I don't even know.
Let me tell you about stress. And then I wouldn't tell her.
No. And she would get mad at me. And I didn't know what stress was. I didn't know what it was. I said, what is stress? What is stress? Like, and that's why I try so hard not to be so engulfed in this situation where I lose myself with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell John, like, listen, I gotta shut it off to pick up this life. We got to take care of each other. You got to take care of yourself in there as I take care of myself out here, because it can get to that point where you just laying in bed, where you just going day by day. Because I had that. Like, I had to break myself out of, like, I still got a daughter. I still got family
Yep.
that love me. I still got a brother. I still got nieces and nephews. I can't just shut myself off in a room. I still got loved ones.
And I'm glad you did that though, because I didn't.
Yeah, I had to do that because but she'll remember when I was in the house though, I was in a whole different city than my
Oh yeah,
family,
Pontiac.
and that's when I still took my daughter to games and
Yes, you
did.
did.
It took God to get me through them days, I'm telling y'all, and not to feel like.
But when I came to stay to Pontiac, she was on the edge.
And that's because another reason why because I was dealing with my daughter's father too at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I had two situations going on.
But I had to get at.
Yeah, and she never. But when she came, and it was a blessing because she was like, "I didn't know you was going through all of this," because I had to hold it together. I never let my daughter see
told me all of it
because she never had the time.
And then I got to know Brooke more too.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know Brooke like I know her now.
Yes. So it was it's a lot of growth. It happened. I feel like God do everything for a reason, and it happened at the right time. Mm-hmm. Now her and my daughter is like best friends. Something that I always wanted as a child, and I'm glad that I can see it through my daughter though. Like, I love seeing they interaction with each other because I always wished for that as a kid. But I'm glad that me and my mom are close now. And I understand what she was going through because I'm going through it. Sometimes I did try to run from this because I'm like, I don't want to be like my mother. I don't generational curses coming to get me. That's the first thing my grandmother said. And I was like, she said, so you're going to be like your mother, huh? I'm like, here we go. And I ran. Because how many know people would say something and deter you from everything? I was just thinking that people will speak something to your life to make you go the other way, and you don't even know it's hit you. But that's how powerful words are because of their negativity. That's how powerful words is. Because I remember the very day she said that, I was like, I'm not gonna be like my mother. I'm not doing this. And I left. I ran. And I came right back. And then you know what she said? I knew he was gonna be the one. What? Okay.
And see, y'all, April is a girly girl. She said now she getting hard now, but
I was sensitive. I ain't gonna lie to you.
April was the first daughter. Yes, April was the first daughter. She was very spoiled rotten.
Not by choice. Not by choice.
She girly girl, princess, fragile. Like you couldn't whoop we couldn't whoop her. That was out. I was like, Sonny, I don't think she ever got a whooping by her dad. I might have whooped her a couple of times. April was a good kid, but she was a girly girl. Like her cousins now got her out of her, got her popping.
No.
Yes, and then you start coming out.
I got them popping.
You got them popping as far as how to do their hair, how to dress. Y'all like
Cam, y'all was not a spoiled brat. Listen, she ain't explaining it right. So yeah, I was that kid, and I'm still like that. That live by the book. If I'm off,
Yeah.
if my mom say don't, I'm not doing it. And I had to
Yeah.
break myself for that. If she say this is not good for you, it's not good for me because my mama said it's not good for me. And I didn't know. I was like, I had to do everything right. Everything right. My cousin them left the home at 14, 13. I'm staying
Blame
here
her.
because that's all I know. I don't know what's out there. Y'all leave, but I'll be right here when y'all come back. That's the type of kid I was. And I'm still like that. Sometimes I broke free a little bit,
Yeah.
but not too much. I'm always
Mm.
gotta be like, y'all know what? The bills and you gotta get a house first, you gotta get married, you gotta so when stuff didn't work that way, it was not on me. Because that's what I always wanted. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work like that for me, you know? You
She
know.
got a little wild side too.
Oh yeah, everybody do. I have fun. I am a fun person, but I do it the
Yes.
right way.
Very fun
I
person.
do it the right way.
Yeah. Very fun
And for
person.
my man, you know what I'm saying, I can be a little wild, but we gotta be in a relationship. That's it. See, that's
Yeah.
living on the
People
edge,
are
but
very
living right. But no,
You talking
like
about?
nowadays, and I always been like this. I always thought like for other people, like a role model. That's how I always
Yes.
live. Like if I can help somebody, even when I was a kid, I always was helping, and that's just me. And I had to be like, April, this is just you. Like I love teaching and helping and being that role model and setting examples, and that's just me.
And tell about when you thought I threw your poems away, and years later I showed you I had those poems.
Poems.
Well,
Poems.
you know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, she did.
Yeah. Got them to this day.
I haven't wrote a poem in so long, but I did used to write poems.
They good at doing it. I was in tears. She just didn't know it.
She never showed emotion.
Yeah.
And you know what's another thing is? I never used to cry in front of people. It took me a while because like growing up, I felt like crying was a sign of weakness until I grew up. And it's not. It's a really cleanse. It's good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on all the way over here, but yeah, this is just the story of like from childhood to now going through it. Yeah, we just talking, and it was like that goes to show you too that it's a mental battle that you face waiting for somebody incarcerated. That we're not just going through this, everybody go through, and they don't talk about the mental and emotional hurt that you feel. Yeah, she did. My grandmother did too. She kept let me tell y'all. This the only thing. I wrote a poem in like the 4th grade, y'all. I was trying to speak out as loud as I can. So we had a competition in the 4th grade, and whoever wrote the best, it went in the newspaper. Y'all, this is I don't even remember the whole thing, but it said, "My walls hold all my secrets. My pillow hold all my tears." And guess what they thought? Oh my gosh, you got front page.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all don't see I'm crying out right now.
You wrote a poem called "Under the Tabletop." Something about the table. I got them all.
Y'all, I was like,
They
these people
beautiful.
are crazy. Did they read this poem? Even the teacher didn't even, she just said, this is incredible. This is so good. I was like, lady, I'm trying to tell y'all. And my grandmother, cut that poem out, and she got it right in her little book. And they was just so happy it was front page. I said, this family is so not emotional at all. They bypassed the pillow hold the tears, the wall holds my secrets, like it was a metaphor. I say, yeah. I didn't get emotions from this family. Hola. Halo? Or is that Halo? Yeah, so yeah, it was just like, childhood was great. I want to change it for the world. I feel like if my dad didn't go, I think we would be a little bit, my mom would be a partier. I tell her that all the time. She would have been partying. I think we probably would have been drinking at 13.
I don't think so, because I still handle my motherly duties.
No, we have fun though. We have fun. I think that was the best years of my life was when my dad was here.
Some funny moments.
We had a lot of fun. Like, I think.
I remember the time you, Angel, and Crystal went out. And y'all
I told them that. We don't have to relive that one. Don't have to relive it.
I was like, Crystal, shut up.
I told y'all about the time we got maced. Yes, and we ran to my mom's house. My mom was so mad. My mom was so mad. My sister was out.
Like, I gotta get some water.
We was going crazy because we was maced. And we ran into my mom's house, got water everywhere, got butt naked.
Yeah, Sonny put the holes in Crystal.
Yeah, y'all. It was live. It was live.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Like it was like that, what was that, Friday Shell? Where he was spraying the hose on Day Day. That's how my sister was. My dad was cracking up too. He loved that. He was like, yeah. It's okay. You gonna be all right. Like,
girl, shut up crying.
So we did have some fun times, but like, but we can't wait till it's over. Like,
yeah, y'all had some fun times. It was fun. We had some good moments, some sad moments, some bad. This family.
Yeah, and waiting, y'all. Look what I'm doing now. We almost down to 6 months. I'm keeping track. It's keeping me focused. Is this too much? Yo, I got.
January,
I gotta do something. Me and my daughter are writing X's every day that we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more days, and January is over.
Yep.
I got every appointment. Like, I'm starting to get busy, y'all. I got teaching on this day. I know y'all can't see it. My daughter's birthday. Look how she wrote her birthday. She just had to. That's her right there. She just had to. She didn't even write mommy birthday in the next month. Let me see if she did. She just thought about herself. That's quite like her.
Birthday. And then gonna draw a picture.
She did. She didn't write mine. My birthday right there. And it's a Friday.
Oh yeah.
But she didn't think to write mine. But I'm just trying to we just marking the X's and she helping me, you could tell.
But like, she told me, Grant, me and mommy going to the beach. We going LA or somewhere, she said.
Yours and May, we're gonna have to write everybody's birthdays down. Hold on, John's in May. May when? This is our last birthdays without John. May when? John's May 29th.
Oh, his almost with Maya's.
Mm-hmm. Y'all, we got Valentine's Day and our birthdays.
I want some chocolate covered strawberries. But the strawberries.
These are our last holidays apart, y'all. Look, Cammy, I got you in there. John's right there. Let me put my birthday in there. I'm going to a beach, y'all. I got to. I'm going to somebody's beach. Be careful.
Wear your mask.
Of course.
Put 2 on if you can.
I'm not going to be around nobody.
For real.
Y'all got you in there, girl. Gotta just get through these last days. Y'all, I'm going through this journey. This is a lot, though. Like,
but let me tell y'all, though, have fun.
Yes.
Don't be like I was. That is that
depressing.
When I go to look back on that, it's miserable. I tell the truth, I was very miserable. Although I love taking care of my kids, but the other part was miserable. And I think taking them out to eat and doing them balloons, that was my getaway. That was me letting out some frustration, laughing and starting to see them happy. Cause don't isolate yourself from the world.
And I can say that too.
Like, do not. That is a miserable. You would lash out at people and don't even think you full of frustration.
And it feels like I isolated myself, and then when I went and had fun, it felt like you're doing something wrong, but you're not. Like, because you still gotta know it's, and that's why I said, like, I isolated myself for the first like 4 years.
Told her, get out.
And she did. She said, when you come back here, I want you to have fun. And I still really didn't break free like that because you feel guilty. But I learned that you got to, or you gonna break free anyway. I'm telling you, you're gonna go have fun. You know, and I'm not saying go and cheat and da. No, but be around people. Don't talk about it. Like, I literally had to not talk about it. I just had to be like normal. I don't even bring it up because it ain't nobody business. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, hey y'all, you know. And sometimes it do hurt. It do hurt to see couples. It do hurt, but it hurts when you in your room in your bed, you know, by yourself on Christmas or on Valentine's Day. Like me and my friend went out for Sweetest Day. I know maybe people ain't got it in their cities, but for Valentine's Day, me and my homegirl went out and I had a ball. Like, I'm like, I had so much fun. Like, it wasn't.
And you only went out to really eat.
Yeah. But I didn't be like, man, want. I can't do nothing. But find stuff to do. That's what I'm about to do. I'm doing this, but I'm finding stuff to do to occupy my time. And like my mom said, it's different now. Like I asked her, I was like, I'm about to be 6 months in. She said she had a date already, but due to pandemic, it's slowing things down. It's a whole different ball game. Like, and being at the job just slow. I can't even prepare really because my job is really slow. Like, but I'm just happy and I'm learning how to embrace this journey instead of speed through this journey and want to be at the finish line. I'm learning how to be happy through the wait. That's the thing. That's the key thing. Be happy with who you are, why you chose to do it, with the loved ones around you. The key term is be happy about everything. Find the joy in every day.
If you got a cousin that make you laugh, go be with, clean fun.
And sometimes that's hard too, but you got to remind yourself. Because I remember I used to go to my brother's house and be like, why am I here? But I had to snap out of it. Because you're going to go back and forth. I was like, no, they love me. Like, this is my family. I still got loved ones. I know I'm waiting for somebody, but it's still people out here that love me. Like, I wouldn't even go with my cousins. I wouldn't even go to my grandmother's house. And now she's gone because of my depression. I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all, like, be surrounded by the loved ones because y'all still got loved ones out here. They might not agree. They might not know everything, why you doing it and stuff, but they still love you.
You ain't got to tell them everything. Nope. It's all about, especially birthdays. You're going to have fun. You ain't going to talk about that.
Yeah.
You're going to laugh to get some frustration off.
Mm-hmm.
You got a friend, go bowling with her. Get, and laugh. Clean fun. Just don't isolate yourself, because that's that's a lonely road.
And I still tend to isolate myself, but I snap out of it. I have to remind myself, like, you're going in isolation. You're going into, and that's what happened in December and the beginning of January. And my husband's like, oh my goodness. And that's when I went on a fast to break that mental state. Cause this road is like that. It's like a roller coaster. You up and then down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Just imagine I was like that every day.
Yeah, it's an everyday battle.
Then when he came home, I just cut up. I let it. Them 10 years, I let it all out. I was doing things I normally wouldn't even do.
I was like, who is this lady? Who is she? Who are you? Are you my mother? You acting like this? I was kind of mad at my daddy. Like, nigga, what you doing? Who are you?
You was.
I was. I asked him like, oh, everything she told us about you is not right. You lied to us. Look how you got her acting. This is not the woman that raised me. And then we have fun together. We did.
Yeah.
I was like, she pretty cool. She can laugh and have fun. But thank you guys for coming. I will be back on tomorrow. Thanks my mom for being here.
Yes. Bye, you guys.
See y'all later. Good night.
Bye.
Good night, all my beauties. Have a good night.